just when you thought Elite 2.0 was done, Hasbro comes out with this, the Moto Blitz, and wow, this thing is freaking awesome. Probably, I don't know, one of the most anticipated blasters that I've seen in a very long time. Kind of rejuvenated my spark for the Elite 2.0 line. I was like, man, they actually did something right this time around. I mean, this design has been one of the most copied designs that we've seen. It's kind of like a Rayven slash, blaster that we've seen just a lot, where they kind of people integrate this off of other blasters and mold them in, and they finally just kind of put it all in one and said, okay, stop modding it. We'll let you do it here. Man, this thing is awesome. Let's take a quick look at the box here. So in the box, yeah, I mean, it shows off that big old huge front shotgun blast. In the box, this thing comes with a lot of darts. It is ready to rock and roll. Let's take a look at this thing in the hands. Man, look at this. Out in the sun, again, when it's not inside the studio, it looks good. It follows that same Elite 2.0 kind of styling with kind of that darker blue, orange. So it still looks kind of cool. It still stays in that line. Now, with this, yes, it is going to be on the inside. There is a bunch of videos that people already opened this thing up, but it is only 4 AA's. They go right here on the left side of the blaster, right above the grip. So, 6 volts, you guys know my, my gripes and everything about that, but it does look like you can upgrade it, and I think there's already upgrade videos for it. I'm like, my gosh, that is super quick. It does come with a 10-round kind of standard mag here, and my biggest thing, I was like, how does this thing feel with, yes, you guys know it, drum mags. So I did put in the 25, I put in the larger one. They work great. The 25 one tended to hit my wrist a little bit, so it was kind of hard to, kind of position. But the larger drum here, it worked great. I mean, it's not in your way, especially if you're right-handed, but if you're left-handed, yeah, it'll be totally in your way. But if you are right-handed, it does, fit the bill. But I think one of those looks awesome on here. And I gotta say, whatever they've done to this mag release, it feels really good. I don't know what they did here, but it feels really good. Better than some of the other Elite 2.0 kind of mag inserts that I've seen. This one feels really crisp, really nice, and I really, really like it. The biggest thing here is gonna be, yes, the kind of front MasterKey, whatever you wanna call this thing up here. This thing rocks, and just by looking at it, I was like, man, I wasn't sure if it shot one at a time, all the time when I first got this, but it shoots all of these at one time, and we'll see in the shooting video. How awesome is that? You basically get to shoot 6 Elite darts out at one time. And they're nicely grouped. It's not like it's going wild. This thing is awesome. And you could take this whole thing off, which I'm like, you know what? You can almost take out all the internals and maybe put them on something else. Just kind of throwing that out there. I was like, man, that is a good idea. I might do that here in a little bit, but still, look at that thing. Not bad. It does have a built-in kind of scope up here. There is a lot of Picatinny rails on both sides of the barrel as well as on top of the scope. So you can put additional accessories to be whatever it is that you like. And it's hard to see kind of down that scope. It's too, when you have it in your arm like this, you can't really get your eye down in there. You got to kind of have it out like this to see, but still, it is nice to see that they integrated that very, very nicely. So yeah, let's get out and let's go head to the range and shoot this thing. So coming in, of course, at only 6 volts, you are getting around that 60 to 70 FPS, and the 60, the higher 60s is if you let this thing rev fully. And I'm talking hold that rev trigger for multiple seconds to get it to go. So yeah, you're gonna get on the lower end of that if you're shooting very, very quick, if not lower if you're shooting, in consecutive sessions. So it's only 10 rounds, and again, the Elite darts, not all that great. You guys know my words on that. We'll take a look at that here in a moment, but they're never really accurate. If you use some of the more industrial stuff that we've typically seen, you get a little bit tired of a grouping, but still, it is what it is, only at 65 FPS. Now, let's go check out the actual kind of front, blast here. This is I think, again, where everybody is wanting this thing. So you could pump it 8 times, 7 times. It does have an internal blow-off chamber, so if you pump it 9, 10, 20 times, it will access that extra air, so you don't need to worry about over pressurizing it. And you could see, I'm about, 15, 20 feet away, somewhere right in there on my first couple. And you could see, for the most part, it's pretty tight where the grouping is. It's not that bad. I thought it would have been worse, but it's not. It's actually pretty good. And when I step farther back, yeah, the tight, the grouping is still pretty tight. You shouldn't be able to miss with this, which is kind of crazy. You should be able to hit whatever target it is if they're running at you with multiple darts. And if you miss, man, I don't know, but still, look at that. Shooting great. I mean, this thing shoots absolutely great. So again, go check that out more, or go back if you guys want to watch it more. The grip is pretty good. I say it's a tad bit small. I think it feels a little bit smaller than the other Elite 2.0 blasters that I've done. So just kind of want to throw that out there, but it still feels really good. It has a nice sling mount on that bottom too, so you can definitely sling mount this thing. But still, I mean, guys, this thing is awesome. It's kind of, I just feel like Hasbro was either listening or read some forums or something and said, hey, I see everybody is making this type of blaster out of this blaster and putting them together. How about we just make that in the Elite 2.0 line? And they pretty much did that. I mean, there it is. It just looks that great. As far as the darts go, I just want to show these. Yeah, again, you get 22 of them in the box, which is awesome. So you do get a few extras because you're probably going to lose some with that, that huge blast out the front. But still, your typical Elites, I don't find these useful or even accurate by any means. I will use other stuff in the industry, but still, guys, this is awesome. I'm super pumped for this. I definitely want to take this off, see what I can do with it, maybe make a project out of it. I don't know, something like that, but who knows. But that is my 2 cents on the Moto Blitz. Definitely a cool blaster. One of the better blasters I think Hasbro has put out in quite some time, probably the last 2 years, if not the last couple. And I've reviewed a lot of blasters, and this one, yeah, has all the cool stuff that we want. Maybe I wished for a little bit better performance out of here. Maybe, I don't know, 9.6 volts, something like that. So the actual shooting is something a little better, but I still love that front. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Leave it down in the comments. Let me know if you guys have modded this thing and what you guys have done. I'm always curious, but I know there's a lot of mod videos out there. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thanks again, Fox fans.